Before we start, warning. Spoilers ahead. Today, I will recap a very interesting Korean action and thriller movie released in 2013, called The Suspect. This movie tells us about a North Korean spy that got betrayed by his own country and chose to stay in South Korea. But unfortunately for him, in South Korea, he got accused of a murderer. What would happen to him? Will he be able to resolve this accusation? Let's find out together. Movie started with a report about the increasing number of North Koreans defecting to South Korea. We then see a man named Dong-chol comes into his modest house, looking at a map that is posted on a wall, seeming to be looking into something. He looks distressed and gets a flashback of a child's voice begging not to be killed, and then a man shooting someone. The next morning, we see a reporter woman, Kyung-hee. She wants to investigate Dong-chol, as she is in a team that is making a documentary about the defectors. She tries to convince Dong-chol, saying that people will donate to him once they debut the documentary, but he just ignores her. That night, Dong-chol is working as a driver, being treated poorly by his customer as Kyung-hee stalks Dong-chol and records him. Then, Dong-chol is invited to a Korean bar by someone who wants to meet him there. It turns out that he is Gun-ho, the president of the Heju group. Dong-chol was working for him, but he applied for resignation. However, Gun-ho hasn't accepted his resignation and wants Dong-chol to work for him again, but he refuses. After their conversation, Dong-chol drives Gun-ho back home after they are done. On the way, they reminisce about the buckwheat in the north. It turns out that Gun-ho is also from the same town as Dong-chol in the north. Heju Group's executive director, Song, gives Dong-chol his severance pay, as well as a parting gift from the president. It's a piece of paper with the information of the man Dong-chol has been looking for. As Dong-chol gets out of the president's house, he feels that something is wrong. We see a man spraying a gas that makes Gun-ho unconscious, then injecting his foot with poison to kill him. Dong-chol arrives right afterwards and fights with the mysterious man, eventually killing him while Gun-ho is still dying. Dong-chol approaches the president, who gives him his glasses and tells him to bury them. We see a group of people surveilling the assassination from a remote location. The leader is Agent Suk-ho from the NIS, a South Korean intelligence agency. A group of people come in, claiming to be the police and asking Dong-chol to give the glasses to them. Dong-chol refuses, sensing that they are part of the group who killed Gun-ho, and a gunfight happens. Dong-chol jumps off the window to escape. We then see the housekeepers being shot to death, while eventually President Gun-ho is also shot again by Suk-ho. He calls his office to talk with the Defense Security Command. At a military teen training boot camp led by a general named Min Se-hoon, or most people call him Chief Min, another high-ranking officer approaches him and tells him about a new mission. At first, Chief Min looks uninterested, but not after hearing that the target is Dong-chol. Next scene, we see Dong-chol inspecting the president's glasses. The NIS is investigating the crime scene as if they know nothing of it. There, we see Agent Suk-ho talking to director Song, who is confused about the situation. Song then gets a call from Dong-chol, telling him that it's an assassination. Song keeps asking him where he is, and Agent Suk-ho tries to tap into his location, but Dong-chol already realizes this and immediately hangs up. We see suspicious men lurking around Dong-chol's house. Dong-chol watches them from afar as he is already on his way to leave. It turns out that they are tasked to place a gun inside Dong-chol's house. That way, the police will suspect Dong-chol as the culprit of killing the president director Heju. Chief Min has now arrived at the NIS headquarters. He has doubts about the true intent of this mission, but Suk-ho wants him just to do the job quietly, as Chief Min is the best spy sniffer. He is given a squad by Suk-ho, assisted by Captain Jo. We find out that Dong-chol was an elite spy for the North involved in an operation against the South. Se-hoon's team also brings in Kyung-hee and her assistant, asking her why she is interested in Dong-chol. She knows that he is a spy but is pretending to be clueless. Dong-chol calls NIS from a payphone, telling Chief Min that he's not the killer and about the glasses, before saying he'll die quietly and where to find his body. Kyung-hee begs them to stop him, saying that he's on a mission to kill Lee Gwang-jo, who killed his wife and child. Dong-chol has arrived at Gwang-jo's house. He killed Dong Chol's family before running and changing his name and working for NIS. Dong Chol asks him about his wife's last words. Guangzhou writes it down on his hand. When Dong Chol wants to read it, suddenly a glimpse of light hits them. A sniper is already aiming at Dong Chol. Guangzhou jumps off to avoid the bullet and runs away, but his phone is left behind. Dong Chol takes the phone and tries to catch up with Guangzhou, who ran into a mall with his wife. We see many men trying to look for Dong Chol, but he manages to escape. Dong Chol tries to find Guangzhou inside the shopping mall. Chief Min sees him on the CCTV and tracks him. Suddenly, Guangzhou's phone is ringing and Dong Chol picks it up. The man on the phone asks where Guangzhou is. Dong Chol says nothing when suddenly the guy is in front of him. It turns out that he was the sniper from the apartment before. Dong Chol and that guy fought on the stair. He succeeded in killing that guy using his own poison. Chief Min's team tells him that the sniper seems to be a part of NIS, and Chief Min smells something is wrong here. He asks Sukho about the details of the problem. However, Sukho avoids answering him. Chief Min feels that Sukho is very suspicious. He is now taking himself into the case and investigating alone. Chief Min checks on Dong Chol's background. We learn that Dong Chol's wife was accused and executed as a defector against the Korean government in China. Dong Chol is also acknowledged as a traitor, so the government punishes him. However, Dong Chol escapes and rushes to his family. Yet he is too late. The house had already burnt down to the ground, and his family are already dead. This incident is what Gyang He was investigating. At the other place, Gyang He is busy finding Dong Chol's files and trying to reveal the corrupted government. Dong Chol calls her and wants to meet up with her. However, the police have already tracked her movement. A few agents stalk her into the meeting location. Dong Chol and Gyang He realize that she has been followed. They both try to decoy the police and escape. Chief Min is also in the location. He tries his best to capture them both, however Dong Chol and Gyang He escape. They both go to Gyang He's house and try to find out about the glasses that President Park left. It turns out that there is a chemical formula imprinted on the glasses. The formula is the result of the Heju group's research. Chief Min is called by the NIS chief and is threatened if he jeopardizes the mission. He meets with an informant given to him by his team, who tells him all about the real assassination of President Park. The next morning, the NIS acquired Dong Chol's whereabouts. We see Guangzhou and another agent entering Gyang He's house and taking the formula before almost shooting her. Suddenly, Dong Chol jumps into Guangzhou. They both fight a very hard battle. Dong Chol beats him up, and Guangzhou is impaled by an iron bar on the wall. It causes him to die slowly. When Dong Chol wants to kill him, Guangzhou tells him why he is working with NIS now. It turns out that Dong Chol's child is still alive. He was sold to China by Sukho. He also reveals that Sukho initiated the killing of President Heju and Dong Chol's wife. For all this time, Guangzhou was forced to shut up Sukho as his family would be in danger if he didn't do what Sukho said. Guangzhou is dead now. The NIS agents approach and surround Dong Chol. He has no choice but to leave Gyang He behind to save himself. Dong Chol runs away while Chief Min takes Gyang He to a safe place. It turns out that she was recording the formula on the glasses before NIS took it. Dong Chol manages to fetch a car to escape the place. Chief Min's team has already hacked into Sukho's computer. He calls Chief Min, explaining that Sukho lately has contacted a weapons dealer in the Middle East. It looks like that is why Sukho wants to get the formula. He wants to sell it to them. Sukho, holding the formula in his hand, is negotiating with the buyer. The negotiation does not go well. When they check on it, it turns out that the formula is only a formula for a high-quality plant seed. Kim Sukho feels irritated and gets angry. He wants to reveal to the media about Dong Chol as the culprit of President Heju's death. Dong Chol comes into the crowd and shoots his gun in the sky. He warns the others to get out of the place while aiming his gun at Sukho. Then, Dong Chol forces him to speak up about his son's whereabouts. However, the NIS has already come in to save Sukho. So, Dong Chol has no choice but to deal with them first. While Sukho tries to run away with his wounded leg, Chief Min shows up. Since he knows that Chief Min knows the truth, Sukho takes his gun and points it at Chief Min. At the outside of the building, Gyung-hee has acquired a lot of evidence of Sukho's corrupted act. She spreads it out throughout the media. Sukho sees this and points his gun at Chief Min's head. It turns out that there is no bullet in his gun, so Chief Min hits him hard and takes the gun away. Sukho takes out a bullet which was the one he used to kill President Gun-ho. He isn't afraid of Chief Min because the only evidence will be gone forever if he uses the bullet. Suddenly, Dong-chol appears and chokes Sukho, asking his son's whereabouts. When Sukho is almost out of breath, he pushes a button which makes the window blinds open. The snipers aim at Dong-chol now. He has no choice but to back off from him. Chief Min gives his gun and the bullet to Dong-chol, he then shoots Sukho dead. Chief Min puts handcuffs on Dong-chol and gets out of the building. At the end of the movie, Chief Min gives him a note. It is the location of Dong-chol's son. He then stops by a minimarket to buy a cigarette, signaling him to run away. When he is back, Dong-chol has gone. Chief Min remembers that Dong-chol didn't kill him in Hong Kong because Dong-chol saw a picture of his family, so Chief Min wants to repay the debt. What do you think about this movie? Feel free to leave your opinion in the comment section. And that's boy how the movie end. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.